We are following new developments in the assault case against former Minneapolis police officer Justin Stetson. He's accused of repeatedly striking and kicking a man, Jaleel Stallings, during the riots that followed George Floyd's murder.
Kaya Edwards was there as Stetson appeared before a judge today.
The omnibus hearing was quick, lasting about 10 minutes. The judge laid out a new timeline, giving attorneys from both sides about a month to get documents together and ordering the former officer to remain law-abiding until the next omnibus hearing in May. For his alleged use of force against Jaleel Stallings in the 2020 unrest, the Minnesota Attorney General's office in December charged former Minneapolis police officer Justin Stetson with one count of third-degree assault, a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison if convicted. Now Stetson's lawyer is asking the case be dismissed on a technicality, claiming a grand jury needs to bring charges in cases involving police officer corruption, even though police have been charged without a grand jury in many other cases. Community groups are watching to see what happens next.
We want to see some measure of justice happen.
According to court documents, back in 2020, Stallings walked toward police officers who were out enforcing curfew, some in an unmarked van. Officers began firing non-lethal rounds at Stallings, prompting him to pull a registered gun he was permitted to carry and return fire. Surveillance video shows Stallings falling to the pavement, dropping his gun and lying face down immediately after he realizes the men in the van are police officers, documents say. Still, an officer is seen running at Stallings, kicking him in the head.
Mr. Stetson does need to, have a consequence for his conduct.
Stallings was acquitted of all charges of attempted murder back in 2021. The judge will take this April to consider the Stetson case before calling everyone back on May 10th. Until that May 10th hearing, Stetson is on conditional supervised release. He's also ordered not to contact Stallings, to not seek employment as a police officer, and to not possess a gun. Kaya Edwards, KARE 11 News.
Well, meanwhile, the city of Minneapolis has already settled a civil lawsuit with Stallings, agreeing to pay him $1.5 million.
That lawsuit named multiple officers involved in the beating of Stallings or targeting civilians with rubber bullets. Lauren Lemanchek has been following the case. So, Lauren, has the city held anyone accountable?
Well, Julie, the short answer is no, at least not according to available public records. After nearly 3 years after the beating, not one officer has been disciplined by the Minneapolis Police Department. And that includes Justin Stetson, who the city confirms remained employed by MPD until August of 2022, more than 2 years after the Stallings beating. It also includes Sergeant Andrew Battelle. He led that unit, and the body camera video shows him telling his officers to drive down Lake Street and shoot the first people they saw with 40-millimeter rubber bullets. He later told superiors that Stallings had resisted arrest, something the video shows did not happen. Battelle left MPD in August of 2022. Others who were caught on camera talking about hunting protesters left the force before any discipline was handed out. Now, MPD leaders say the law doesn't allow them to talk about internal investigations until that discipline is final. After this beating came to light during the Stallings trial and the media coverage, Mayor Jacob Frey called the officers' conduct galling. Julie?
Thank you, Lauren.